Yeah, we're live.
In today's world, there's just no damn respect anymore. You agree with me or disagree with me, Derrick?
I would agree. Like, a lot of people lack basic respect. Like, you know how I guess there's a saying, respect is earned,
Yeah.
not given.
Mm-hmm.
But there should be like a basic respect level.
Yeah. Like because I kind of base my life and every day to day as like a basic respect. Like, if I meet you for the first time, I don't have a reason to disrespect you. And you should, like, there's no reason to disrespect each other unless you give me a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we meet each other for the first time and a brash example, if you spit at my feet, then obviously there's problems there. You know what I'm saying? But if we just cool each other, like or even something little, like if I accidentally bump into you, you know, if we're out in public, I accidentally bump into you, hey, my bad, bro, I didn't mean that, you know. Oh, that's straight. But like some niggas, if you bump into them by accident, hey, bro, my bad. What the fuck? Watch out, where you going? They just start popping off for no reason. It's like, bro, really? like for real, this kid's starving in Africa, bro. I just hit your elbow a little bit, like, bitch, like, calm down. You hit chest day or something, nigga, if it hurt you that bad.
What? I mean, pretty much like a lot of people, I guess the lack of respect is from like ignorance, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6ix9ine. There's like so many clowns in the world. Like
that nigga, I hate Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Like how you disrespect something, right? But you have no idea what you're disrespecting. Yeah. So
that's why I hate it, especially after I didn't like him when he first came up. So I definitely didn't like him after all the shit he was doing. But then I just didn't like people who were still like rocking with his music. Like, yeah, I know he's a snitch and shit, but his music's still banging. It's like, no, the fuck is not. No, the fuck is not. This nigga's still in his music talking about doing gang banging and shit when he just snitched on the whole crew. Like, that nigga is whack. He's still trying. Like, he was on live a couple weeks ago with Lil Reese talking shit, and it's like, bro, you don't have room to talk. You lost all of it.
Like,
he didn't really have any to begin with. I never understood why people, like, just from the beginning, I could tell that nigga was just in it for the clout, and he was just in it for the quick buck.
True, but niggas can change. Like, you know, Drake, for example. That nigga was soft as fuck coming up.
Six guy Drake? OVO?
Yeah, so he was soft as hell with the starter from the bottom and the wheelchair.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
I mean, like, he's still not like, you know, gangster, but at least he's grown up. Like,
yeah, I see Drake. I never saw Drake as like a gangbanger or nothing like that. I never really watched Degrassi, and to be honest with you, I didn't really know he was on Degrassi because I think I was just too young I didn't know him for a little bit. But even if he mentions like shooting some nigga up in his song, like I'm still like, I definitely could see Drake do it. But like 6ix9ine, bro, no. From the jump, I never could see him doing anything. I just always saw him as a clout chaser, bro. I always did.
Nah, like you be surprised, like the niggas that you don't think that be doing stuff like that, and be on go like just like that, like, you know, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, but like
I've been watching a lot of like videos on YouTube about like gang violence and shit, and then there's, you know, describing like different shootings and stuff, and it's like this 12-year-old boy. I'm like, what the fuck? This 12-year-old boy need to be in fucking class, not out here shooting up the ops. Like, fuck.
Like in Africa, they got like 12 child soldiers and shit. Those shit.
Yeah, them niggas
get crazy. Like,
yes,
you can't
I feel. Well, see, the thing is with that situation, that's a whole different. Like Africa, like all like America, I feel like is soft compared to like Africa, shit like that. Because
I think it happened.
I was some part. What do you mean? What?
I think it can happen.
What can happen?
Where we start raising child soldiers and.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I definitely think that could happen. But I'm saying like if you go to Africa, right? If you go to like some slums in Africa, like there's like a 95% chance you were probably gonna, if like you're not protected and moving smart, you're gonna get like fucking, you could get kidnapped and beheaded. But like if you go to like the worst slums over here, walking around, there's a good chance that you're just gonna be walking around. You know, there are some parts, but like 95% of the chance if you're walking around, like, true. You know what I'm saying? The Somalian pirates and shit. If you're on the sea.
Well, that's what happens when you defund the police and shit. You know. Motherfuckers talk about take away their guns.
Take away their guns.
I heard some stupid shit. Like, it was like some news reporter talking about cops should have their guns in a safe box. And they had to request permission to take it out before. It's like, nigga, what?
Dispatch. He's fired off about 30. That looks like a 30 clip. He got an extended clip on that. He busted off all of the shots. Can I have the code, please? Yeah. Give me the fucking code, lady. I can't do anything with this baton. Like,
I'm sorry. You don't have access to the taser at this time.
The pepper spray only sprays a distant vision. Like, because obviously cops be trigger happy sometimes, but like that's taking it to the extreme.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like the whole defund the police situation, I understand where they were coming from 100%, but also they don't look at that aspect. They don't look at the actual defunding the police. They just think of it, defund the police, there's gonna be less of them, less shootings, but in reality there'd probably be more violence, more shit. Because if you look at city like Colombia, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like even when Pablo Escobar was out there doing what he was doing with the cocaína, you just pay him off. You know what I'm saying? Because if you defund the police, they're not getting paid a lot. So if you have Pablo Escobar off giving you 10 bands real quick to shut the fuck up.
Well, I think they'll take 10 bands even if they was getting paid. Keeping a buck.
I guess so. Well,
can you imagine like you walk into a room, put your one little pistol out, niggas have rifles pointed at you, and you like take this $1,000.
10 bands to walk out. Actually, okay, in that situation, if a nigga offered me a nickel, I'd be like, hey, I got a nickel for you to get the fuck out of here right now. But hey, keep the nickel. You straight, hey, you want my gun? Hey, I'll get a new one. Fucking take it. The wrong room. I was looking at the bathroom. You guys have it around here?
Yeah.
I think I took a wrong left.
But like, I hate when people, like, social media, things like that, got people acting with their emotions and not logically. Like, most people are supposed to be logical when you think of something. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody's acting out on their emotions. Like, cancel this dude, cancel that.
No, I think
when the facts come in, it's just like, oh wow, we shouldn't have done that.
I think it's good to react on your emotion, but hold on. But let me finish my thought because I know you're right. But you shouldn't physically react on your emotion, if that makes sense. I think you should like mentally react on your emotion. Like for example, you see the George Floyd incident, whatever, right? That obviously emotionally gets you fucking frustrated. Instead of physically going and start just beating up cops, you go, okay, what can we do to fix this? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you watch that and you didn't have any emotion towards that, like if you were just like, then there would be no one would really give a fuck. But since it caused such an emotional outreach, then some people do wild out and act out on their emotions like that. So I think because you can't really the way I see it is you can't really start like a movement or protest or shit like that without emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be like Black Lives Matter and then just straight face not give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Well, there's a difference between having emotions and reacting from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So logically, a cop murdering a civilian is not okay. Mm-hmm. Logically, right? Mm-hmm. No emotions involved. All right, so you could have emotions toward that situation, but when you act on your emotions, right, that's when things get dangerous. So, like, there was this video about a kid in a prom dress, a dude. Some CEO was, in discourse with them, and they came up as the CEO being against, like, gays and stuff like that.
Are you talking about I think I know the video talking about where they're like kind of in like a courtyard looking thing and the dude's just standing there being a smug little asshole?
Yeah, he's not saying anything, but they're pushing that narrative. So people acted on their emotions.
Yeah.
Right? Because logically it's fucked up, but no one looked at the situation.
Yeah, because also the video was just the him going after the kid in the dress. Yeah.
Act, when people say defund the police and things like that, that's them acting on their emotions.
Yeah.
Right? That's not okay. Like, if you were thinking logically, like, you act logically, like, okay, this was fucked up. How do we fix this?
Yeah.
Maybe we put some more money into the police so they can have, psychologists, they can have training, we can have, daily checks of their mental health. Like,
and also, like, there's, like, there's the police unions and shit that have all that money that they just keep dealing with and shit. And then you also have, what the hell was I just about to say? Also splitting the funding into maybe not just police officers handling everything. Because I don't remember what I was listening to, but it was something they were talking about it, and it was like because you have 911 if someone's having like a mental outbreak, like a mental episode, you call 911, cops show up. Like they're not really prepared. Yeah. They're not really meant to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like instead of having the cops just respond to everything, there should be different branches of. Well, you know what I'm saying?
No, I can tell you why. Logically, that doesn't make sense because emotionally it sounds okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what I'm talking about with emotions and logic. So logically, when someone's in mental distress, they normally have a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they either try to do suicide by cop or try to take themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a regular civilian with just extra knowledge training going into a possibly dangerous situation, like because cops do traffic stops all the time and people pull like guns out, and it's not. Because the tracking stop itself is not dangerous. It's the potential of danger, which is why we have cops show up to things. You know, the fire department shows up later. You know what I'm saying? But cops always show up on the scene just in case.
Yeah.
So we have more so we have more money. We can give them more training and more time to learn those skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's difference between, you know, a trained officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a specialized officer, right? So if a situation where someone's, you know, obviously in mental disorder, you would spend a specialized officer with that training out, you know what I'm saying? And
mm-hmm.
also the police skills versus just sending a regular police officer out. So I believe they should have specialized officers, but not, you know, specialized civilians. Because that's where things get dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But
because like the specialized civilians, like they'll turn into like the people who are just walking around the street with ARs and during the protesting and they hot dogs and shit. Like that one fucking kid in Wisconsin during the protest who like shot 2 people and then because he was just walking on the street with AR. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. He was like sitting down or something. I guess he said they rushed him or whatever.
Something like that. He was walking around in front of the police with like an AR and shit. Like he was just. And they didn't give a shit.
Well, because you're allowed to have guns in certain states, like.
Yeah, I know, but in my mind, in that sense, even if you're allowed to have a gun walking around the street with everything going on in that particular setting, because he was at like a protest, like there were cops out, there were people out, there were riots going on. That's what decided shit going on. So if a cop took the initiative and was like, "Hey, buddy, let's decrease the, like, we got it, like, just to decrease tension, put your fucking gun away because you're."
But that goes against his rights.
But no, I don't think like. Let me look that up
because I don't. Right to bear arms.
Yeah, but there should also be the right to be like, hey, put the
rational.
Yeah. To be like, hey, put the fucking gun away, idiot.
Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather, right? Is that rational at all?
I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Money wise, it's very rational.
50-0 champ versus a sucker, like,
yeah, that's crazy to me. That's so fucking crazy to me. Like, hey, you know, much respect out to Logan Paul. I feel like I don't say that enough. I feel like people shit on them a lot. But hey, respect out to Logan Paul for having the balls to even consider fighting Floyd, because
idiocy. Like, you're stupid. That's not respect. Like, why are we sending respect to people that do dumb shit? Like, a nigga jump off a building. Respect that he had the bravery. No, you're fucking stupid.
Like, respect it if you look at it in a different way. If you look at it a different way, niggas get in a bag. Niggas chasing his bag. So what if he gets knocked out?
I can respect
if he was jumping off a building with trying to catch a parachute, then yeah, that'd be a little stupid. But like, I don't think that he. Granted, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think he's gonna be paralyzed by fighting Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's
lucky Floyd ain't Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing too, because if you look at the stats, Floyd Mayweather's 5'8", Logan's 6'2", and Logan's got a 4-inch reach and shit. So like, I definitely don't think Logan would have been after Floyd, even if he was 2 inches taller. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Floyd is.
He's 50-0 though.
He's known for his defense.
Yeah, the best, even the best of the best haven't been able to hit him, but. You know, there is that off chance that Logan gets a nice little punch, but I don't think.
Hey, if he get knocked out, though.
If Floyd gets knocked out, I'm moving.
Is going crazy.
Bitch, I'm going crazy. Bitch, I'm moving. I don't know where I'm gonna move to, but I'm gonna move. There's gonna be shit going on.
Floyd cannot get knocked out in this fight.
Where are they? Hold on, let me see where they're fighting.
If he does, on God, bro, Twitter and the whole media is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because you wanna know what? The first nigga tweeting out is Jake Paul. First dude on this. I'm coming. Yeah, I stole your. My brother stole your 50-0. My brother stole your undefeated record.
I stole
now I want to fight him.
Stole your consciousness.
Yeah.
And look, they gonna have him like that Nate dude. I forgot his name.
Robinson.
Yeah, Nate Robinson. They gonna have him on the ground.
That's a real
he
like.
Ready.
Yeah, that was sad. I thought homie was gonna have at least a chance. He was sprawled out. I remember seeing the pictures on Twitter, and he looked like a Family Guy character on a motherfucking mat. But even in that sense, like, you definitely stay in your lane. Like, just because you're athletic and you can play a sport or you're in a professional sport doesn't mean you can transition over to another sport. I feel like boxing and MMA with like Floyd and Conor would probably be maybe one of the closest like pairings of sports that you could probably do. But even then, you need like boxing I feel like is a little bit more cardio, and then even if there's two still different, maybe like kickboxing and MMA maybe.
He uses MMA skills. Floyd would have lost that fight.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
100%. But see, but like I'm just saying, just as far as.
Like,
but I'm just saying as far as because in the UFC, like even like Kimbo Slice, for example, like I don't really think he was ground and pound type of nigga, but he knocked your ass out just standing up. So I feel like there are some fighters who are better with their hands rather than their feet, so they could make that transition over to boxing easier.
Shots and like kickboxing, a whole different sport.
That's why I said like kickboxing and MMA because
like I can at least do the a high kick, like because I'm pretty athletic, in a sense, but I can't even do like a high kick. Mm-hmm. So a motherfucker that could actually has the flexibility to lift his leg that high, he's outclassing me all day, regardless of.
Well, I can kick pretty high, but I'm.
So you can do like it's like the high kick. So you start like this, and then so this is your leg, and you do like this.
Yeah, the highest I can go would probably be around like my lip or I'm not gonna do it right here, but like I can kick pretty high. I'm not gonna lie. I used to do taekwondo.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fight is in Miami Gardens, so if Floyd loses, Floyd might even get jumped. He might get jumped after the fight. I'm not saying, hey, I'm not doing it. I'm saying that might happen. I'm not condoning it. Don't jump Floyd Mayweather. If he loses, he's already gonna be feeling real bad. He's gonna be feeling.
He's gonna be getting crucified.
He's gonna be feeling real bad about himself.
Like he don't gotta knock Logan out, but he definitely gotta knock Logan out. Like,
Yeah, he can't, and he just can't, because there's also another thing, which is I thought was pretty clever of the rules that they agreed to, but there's no winner and there's no loser, which is I thought was fucking stupid, because why even fight?
Well, I mean, I guess it's not going on his personal record, but there's always going to be a winner or loser at the end of the
No, the legit rules are there's no winner. There's no winner and there's no draws. Okay, yes. So you hop on Twitter, but they're not. No, this is a legit thing. They're not going to rule a winner.
Look, this is what I hate, right? Because when motherfuckers like try to change the narrative of life, like there's obviously going to be a winner.
Yeah. Yes. Obviously.
Regardless of what they say is going to happen.
Correct. Yes. But
we're clearly gonna know a winner or loser. Like, there's no participation trophy. Like,
but see the problem with that, and the reason why I bring that up is because I can't find it on my page. Or maybe I'm not. But the reason why I say that is because since there technically is no winner, that alleviates, not alleviates, but that allows for them to kind of still talk trash in a sense and be like, oh, well, you didn't technically win, type of shit. Like, it wasn't like he wasn't even trying. Like, they can bring that motive on and still talk trash. Which is something I hate. Because, like, if you lose, and just, like, I hate sore losers. Like, if you lose and then they're going to be like, oh, it was an exhibition, didn't mean nothing. Logan wasn't even trying. Like, why are you putting all that training in if he tried? Like, if he wasn't trying, like, why do all that extra shit, all that extra practice if you weren't going to try? Exhibition, not exhibition. Like, you practice like you play. My dad always used to say when we were playing sports and shit. It's like, if you're not giving 110 practicing, why the fuck you not going to give 100? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's all for the media and shit. Like, social media nowadays got a lot of people fucked up. Like, you got females thinking that they 10s. They got fucking.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 10.
Really? Like, see the immaturity I gotta deal with. Like,
hey, I've been watching a lot of TikTok cringe recently, and there's a lot of people that are littles, I guess they would call themselves, who are grown ass people who like dress in onesies and act like babies and shit. It's fucking creepy. Like, I don't watch compilations of them, but I watch cringe compilations, and they have one or two in the compilations. Have you never heard of those people? No. Bro, oh my god, it's grown ass people that literally act like babies. Like, they go and get baby onesies. They suck on pacifiers. I think this was this dude was one of the most famous ones on TLC at first, but like, it was an episode of My Strange Addiction. Like, people, Grown Clothing USA. Is this oh no, they have their own website for it. Oh, okay, no, that's actually kid clothing. Good. I was gonna say, but no, it's a legit, like, yeah, it's like it's like a kink or fetish or some shit that they talk about.
I understand, like, people have weird things, but I mean, I could judge them. I
you can judge them? Yeah, I fucking love judging. I love judging everybody.
Only God can judge me. Nigga, I can judge you right from.
I'm judging you right now. I'm judging you for saying that.
I hate when people feel like they can't be judged. Like, I can judge you for anything that you do. The only thing I can't do is sentence you.
Yeah.
You feel me? I can't be like, oh, you're ugly. Oh, I sentence you to, like, you feel me? Yeah. I can't sentence you or anything, but I can judge you. Like, that's fucking weird. Like,
yeah. Because you're gonna turn around and judge someone too. Like, you can't, like judging, like, and it's funny because you said don't judge a book by its cover earlier, but also that's how you kind of buy books. That's how you look at books. That's what kind of piques your interest. That's why they have cover art. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's kind of like don't judge a book by its cover, but also judge a book by its cover.
But like because I'm an avid reader, so the thing I look for is the synopsis.
You're a what?
Avid reader. So,
you can't read. Don't lie to the people. He can't read.
Anyway.
He goes to the library and takes pictures and leaves. He can't read.
Well, I had to read the library sign to go there, motherfucker. Yeah.
Bitch, no, it doesn't just say library. You can just have a basic knowledge of the city.
No. Where's the nearest library?
You just type in.
Where's the nearest library? So you gotta have average knowledge.
There's the SPC library down the street.
Okay. You got that one right.
I know I did.
Because you fucking retarded. You said something else.
I don't read, but I know where it's at.
Yeah, like, so there's like the synopsis that goes over what the book's about, and then there's also like genres and certain things that you gotta key in. So that's what I look for when I read a book. The cover don't matter because a lot of motherfuckers, like a lot of good writers are poor as fuck, bro. Like
that is true.
Poor as hell. So they be getting these 2,000 cover books like made and shit with the ugly, like the purple books with the gold font and shit.
The ones who become really successful. And that's another thing about a lot of jobs is a lot of them, like when you, a lot of like the good, like the other ones, they're kind of not poor, but they're not millionaires, like millionaires. Like J.K. Rowling is a good example for your author thing. Like she was able to turn her Harry Potter books into a whole fucking
empire
world, like a legit, not even empire, but like a legit, empire, but like a legit own universe. Like it's the Harry Potter world at fucking Universal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, every book has his own universe. Like there's like, so when you
but not every book
is as mainstream. But like,
the
reason why though is because it's like generalization, right? So the person that made the Percy Jackson series, right? You know, those are good books, but they're not the best. Like they're to a level where an average person can read that book and like, okay, I get what's going on.
Now, the Percy Jackson novels on that, I think you're saying they're not that, like, they're kind of average books. They're not like in depth type of thing, like anyone can read them.
They're kind of average. The emotions.
Now, the movies that came along with those,
trash.
Exactly.
Oh
They could have. I personally think. I think that they could have made that into such a bigger and better thing because Greek mythology.
They ruined it, bro. Like,
yes.
All the people that watched the Percy Jackson ones, bro, we was going for something special and they just fucking ruined it, bro.
Yeah, because Greek mythology is such a cool fucking topic and subject. It's very in depth and confusing because there's a lot of names, a lot of different shits. Like if you can't just kind of just look on it from the outside. like Harry Potter, you can kind of do the four houses, and shit like that.
I find Harry Potter more confusing than Greek mythology.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, but it's like we were having that conversation about
Chris Columbus, Thor for the Nathanal. Do better. Go on.
Yeah, but like, who is that director? Like, why would you do it? Put someone like Spike Lee or somebody on it. Like, come on, even Michael Bay would have done better, bro. You know?
The whole thing would have been explosions. Zeus comes down, boom.
I mean, but it was still been better. Like, I mean, he did Transformers, right?
He did what, like 3 Transformers movies, I think, or something like that.
He can write a story now. Like, he can direct some shit.
He do great, like shit.
And, like, the story's
Quentin Tarantino there, even. I like let Zeus drop an M-bomb.
You fucking. Yeah, but all these goddamn niggas are around this. Oh, hell no.
You got Samuel L. Jackson in there. Samuel L. Jackson as Zeus. Y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up.
Too many goddamn demigods on this motherfucking play.
No, but I feel like there's definitely it had, that's something where it had a lot of potential and it didn't grow to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely
it had hype to it too. I was like, oh, the new Percy Jackson come out. And
right?
The trailers always be looking good and shit. Like the trailers like, oh shit.
If the trailer's bad, the movie's fucking awful. Like 9 times out of 10. If the trailer's
sometimes the trailer's bad, the movie's fucking great. Think about it.
Give me an example.
Endgame.
Never saw it. Didn't see the trailer.
You didn't see Endgame?
No, I haven't really watched any of the Marvel movies.
Bruh. The Marvel trailers are trash in my opinion. But
the what?
Marvel's like trailers, like the Spider-Man Homecoming and all that.
Oh, the trailers.
But the movies itself are great. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've seen a couple of them. I like them. I've never seen the trailers.
Because like the trailers, the reason why the trailers are so trash is because they can't spoil anything. You feel me? One thing that you give away, that's how you know the movie's good. Because they gotta contain the information inside. So the trailer is trash.
Yeah, so I guess also
like,
for movies like that, they don't really need to put too much into the trailer because people are gonna fucking see it anyways. Yeah. Like people like you literally like the trailer. Well, that's because I'm not into it, but like I'm one of the very few people that I personally know that aren't into Marvel like that. Like I'm not against it, but like I've never really grasped into that niche.
See, I feel like if you can make me cry, you did a good job. You know what I'm saying?
Did you cry at Endgame? I cried at Toy Story 3.
When fucking Iron Man died, you know.
Iron Man died? Spoiler!
I don't give a fuck if it's a spoiler. If you have to watch, it's like
Captain America dies too, doesn't he?
Yeah. Boy, he dies and doesn't die in a certain way. He dies of old age. But
that's lame as fuck.
Well, no, it was very impactful, like how it did. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different ways to write a story. Like you know what I'm saying? Like.
How long did the Marvel series go on for? Well, they're still making movies.
Yeah, they're on phase 4. So they're on a different stage. Like that's how you make an empire, though.
Phase 4.
Yeah. Phase 4. So like it's the first phase of Marvel movies, the second phase, third phase, and now we're on phase 4.
First stage of Marvel movies like Batman?
No, like Batman's DC.
I know, that's what I did. I had to get somebody. I got somebody.
Like when people are just so slow, just like throws you off. You know?
I do it purpose. I did that one. That was a trigger right there because we already spoiled the movie. Already spoiled the franchise. But no, I cried during Toy Story 3. The end of it. I did when I was in the fifth grade. That's when it came out. It was when the toys were about to get eaten up by the fire, and then the aliens came and they're like, oh,
look at the time.
Look, if you didn't cry during Toy Story 3, you mean you got problems. You need to go see a therapist. That was a very emotional movie. It's a lot. It's childhood. Andy giving up toys.
We're gonna end it here because
Imagine giving up your toys.
Brad's on
a teddy bear.
on
Mr. Snuffles.
It's been episode 7, 6, 5, 4. Sometimes you just forget.
No, we're on 6. This is 6.
I had my dog, special guest here. You know,
Draco is the dog's name.
What?
It's not?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright.
Peace. Hey, it's your host Brad here. I want to thank you for checking out the video. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe, like, and check out the rest of the channel for more. Peace.